Hey guys, how's it going? Gario back again with some more StarCraft Remastered Let's Play action. And today, we're going to be wrapping up the Terran campaign with the final mission, the bane of my childhood, the Hammer Falls.
The fleet has lost contact with the ground forces at New Gettysburg. General Minsk has ordered the immediate disengagement of the haHAA fleet from the Tarsonian system. Protoss and Zerg forces continue to battle across the core continent of Tarsonis. Receiving incoming transmission.
I can't believe he actually left her down there. I'm gone, and you better come with me. There's no telling who Arcturus will screw over next.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Gentlemen, you've done very well. But remember that we've still got a job to do. The seeds of a new empire have been sown, and if we hope to reap...
To hell with you!
You're making a terrible mistake. Don't even think to cross me. I have sacrificed too much to let this fall apart.
You mean like you sacrificed Kerrigan?
You'll regret that. You don't seem to realize my situation here. I will not be stopped. Not by you, or the Confederates, or the Protoss, or anyone. I will rule this sector, or see it burnt to ashes around me. If you try to get
The fleet is prepped and ready, Commander. Awaiting orders.
The hell with him. We're gone.
It appears that General Duke has successfully activated Tarsonis' primary defensive weapon, the ion cannon. The cannon must be shut down if any escape attempt is to be made.
Commander, looks like we're on our own. It's funny. Seems like yesterday Arcturus was the idealistic rebel crusader. Now he's the law and we're the criminals. It kills me to know that we helped him achieve his goals of conquest. Damn it. I shouldn't have let her go alone. This is Jimmy.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't send Raynor up this far.
Sounds fun.
I just wanted to lay some spider mines, please. Oh god.
SCV good to go, sir.
That was not the best idea.
Go ahead, Commander.
So, I think one reason why this mission is really hard is previously, you've pretty much been able to win all of the other missions by maxing out on the best possible unit that you could build at the time, and just A-clicking it across the battlefield, and you win.
Anytime you're ready.
That's all you had to do. It was that easy. Unfortunately, in this mission, if you go mass battlecruiser and nothing else, you will lose, because of one unit, the Ghost.
SCV good to go, sir.
Nothing made me hate Lockdown more than this map. I had no idea how to get past Lockdown
This is Jimmy.
back when I started playing. I just absolutely no idea.
Got my attention.
SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
And I'd get chipped away by, like, with nukes and all that stuff, and then they'd send in fairly strong armies later on.
Orders, Captain?
But it took them around an hour or so to send them at you, but eventually those big armies do come knocking at your door, and they are quite deadly.
SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Orders received.
So what we're going to be doing here, as I hinted at in the last mission, or explicitly said last mission, is just go mech.
SCV good to go,
Like,
sir.
why not? Just go mech. Oh, I can't build bunkers until I have a barracks? That's right.
I read you. Job orders received.
I was thinking that that wasn't a limitation in StarCraft 1,
SCV good to
and
go,
that
sir.
it was only StarCraft 2. Oh no, wait. In StarCraft 2 they made it so you needed a supply depot before you could build a barracks, because they didn't like the proxy double barracks play. I remember those days.
Good to go, sir.
You can still do the barracks before supply depot though if you want in Brood War.
Yeah.
So I just got my little spider mines out there for spotting.
SCV good to go, sir.
Starting to collect gas right away because gas will be the limiting factor. I'm gonna have to build quite a few vultures though.
Orders received. I read you. Job finished.
I think I'm gonna want marine range,
Right away, sir. Affirmative.
and I'm gonna want to shore up defensively.
Job finished. Right away, sir. Affirmative.
So just build some bunkers out there. And I can use my standing army to fill those bunkers.
Affirmative.
I think that would be a good plan.
Read you. Roger that.
So the key here is we have to get a massive ball of units, expand, retain the majority of the expensive stuff, which are the siege tanks, and keep pushing. And once I can get a proper slow push like we saw in the last map, we'll be able to easily overwhelm the opponent. Because they'll just send units into the siege tanks, the units will die, rinse, repeat.
Reporting for duty.
And part of this is we do not want to waste time on needless upgrades.
SCV good to go, sir.
I just want to be able to hold off stuff consistently, and once I've gotten to that point, I should be fine. Yeah, I don't even need to use this barracks, it's just going to be in the way, so I'm going to float it over there. I might be able to do that with my eBay as well.
Affirmative.
Commander, standing by.
But until then, we just want to keep producing SCVs,
SCV good to go,
tech
sir.
up the factory.
Right away, sir.
The problem is, this really sucks for SimCity. This base absolutely blows in terms of just everything. So we'll probably build a couple factories.
Order scout. Job finished. I can't build there.
And some missile turrets.
Reporting for duty. Roger that.
We want to protect the mineral line here.
Affirmative.
And I think I might need... Yeah, I'm going to need a comsat soon. Well, I don't know how soon, but...
Upgrade complete.
You might want to think that white mostly nukes you in this game,
Reporting.
but they definitely send mech units at you. Like, I remember them sending, you know, stuff like vultures, siege tanks, etc. Red sends a lot of ground troops. And I was trying to preemptively defend against all that with those spider mines. They haven't sent anything at me yet, though.
I read you.
So I think I can only fit a couple factories here, which is a shame. So just set up our rally
Good
points.
to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Roger that. Finished.
It's kind of hard to tell which SCV is rallied and which one isn't.
For duty. Roger that.
So you may be wondering why I built a turret out there. This turret is bait,
Go, sir. Yes, sir.
because that's one way you can beat these old games with really difficult missions, is you absolutely want to abuse little problems with their AI.
Attack.
SCV good to go, sir.
And
Job finished.
they will basically, if they have a nuke AI script, they're going to nuke the first thing they see, and if the first thing they see is a single missile turret, they'll nuke your missile turret. And for some reason, that Marine decided to shoot my SCV once, and then just run into my bunker and die.
I read you.
I don't mind that.
Roger that.
I can build another factory here as long as it... I can actually build 2 more factories and make these the normal ones, and then these 2 can have machine shops. And that should hopefully not block me there. I just hate this academy, or this comsat, because it actually just gets in the way of everything.
Order scout.
Uh,
Can't build there.
should be enough here. Yeah, that'll be good. So we're just gonna build up really slowly here and try and get as many tanks as we can. Once we have a sizable force, I'll be able to just slow push out here.
Job finished.
May as well get our armory going, get some upgrades. Upgrades are really important, especially for mech. Never forget how important upgrades are for mech units.
Add-on complete.
I might actually have to destroy my own bunker, or my own turret. Let's kill our own turret, because I screwed up. I had bad SimCity. And that's what happens when you have bad SimCity, guys. You have to kill your own buildings just to get your fat, clunky units out of there.
Research complete. Your forces are under attack.
Build there.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to happen at all.
Base is under
That was terrible. At least we've got siege mode for our tanks now. That's important.
Base is under attack.
You got my attention. Slammer.
And we do not want this red ghost to kill my turret.
My attention.
That's supposed to bait the nukes.
Fire it up. Slammer.
Oh, they just got cloaking, it seems.
Fire it up. Let's burn.
Base is under attack.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I can see he's got cloaking there.
Sounds
I
fun.
read you. Orders received.
That should bait him into the turret, there, or the mine, there we go.
Orders, Captain.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
I'm just not good at hitting my hotkeys. That's one thing you'll notice. I'm just terrible at hitting hotkeys right now.
Right away,
I
sir.
don't have the muscle memory for hotkeys. And you need to develop that muscle memory so you can hit hotkeys really fast. That's the #1 way to increase your APM and for it to actually mean something. Because you, like, I have 130 APM right now, but that doesn't really mean too much if the clicks are ineffective.
Yes, sir. Orders received.
At least the only units we lost were vultures, and that's okay. Because as you can see by our gas count... No! No! Not the mines! I'm getting a little too cute with these mines. There we go. Just gotta keep picking units off with the mines. I don't know why that vulture decided to go there. Yeah, I can barely support this. Barely. So this entire thing, like this entire mineral line right here is just going to be a depot farm.
Reporting for duty.
I have a feeling.
Roger that.
May as well build our next command center in preparation for expanding.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, I don't really care about those Marines too much.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Yeah, it looks like we've hit the end of the road for how much gas we can spend, so I'm gonna have to start building Goliaths. Quite possibly. Because I've got a big, like big excess of minerals here. So let's scan and try and figure out where bases are. I see minerals over there. Now, I'm not sure if I want to expand first or hit the red base over here. The problem is, as I recall on this map, the expansions are quite spread out. And that's not good. What I mean by spread out is you get a bunch of gas, or you get the gas geyser, and then you get the minerals really far away, so you actually need 2 command centers to saturate it properly. I have enough vultures to just take these Marines out head on, no problem. If I were faster at clicking, I could have saved that. That's what a lot of the APM requirement is, it's just being fast enough to hit your buttons properly.
Upgrade complete. Base is under attack.
Oh yeah, they just send in Goliaths, those don't do anything. I'm not building air units, so it doesn't matter. See, now I've actually got a really strong attack path here. I can send the vultures out to scout a bit more.
Yes, sir.
Goliath online. What do you want?
Alright, so these vultures have spent all their mines. That's an important thing you want to do, is you want to spend your mines.
I dig.
Okay, that's a BC. Vultures cannot shoot up.
Yeah, I'm going.
So let's find out... Okay, so we know how to get up
Your
there.
forces are under attack.
No problem.
Where were those siege tank shots coming from? Oh, way up there.
No problem.
Yeah, that's White's main base.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'm going. I dig.
I wonder if these ghosts are actually going to try and, yeah.
Is that
Am I really going to kill this many ghosts for free? Now, I'm not even mad about this. I just killed a bunch of ghosts and wasted a bunch of ghost energy. It's totally fine. Meanwhile, back at home, you can see what we've been building here. Just tons and tons
I read you.
of Goliath, siege tanks, vultures, you name it. All those vultures died, but I don't really care. I've got 8 new vultures, and I can actually use these vultures to push out. I may actually say heck with it and try and push their, one of their main bases. I'll try and, if I can kill red really fast, that would be easy, or that would be good, it would make this mission really easy. And I could expand to the red base, but I don't know, that might be overstepping my bounds, but we'll give it a try. Give it the old college try. So I'm going to want some SCVs with this, I think. So I'll take 3 SCVs with this. I don't know how much I have here, or how much they have here, so let's be a little cautious with how we push out here. These vultures are not laying mines. Laying mines under fire is a bit of an art form, it seems, because these vultures are really hesitant to do anything. Okay, so I have just enough for a science facility. Just enough. See, they keep forcing me to just lift my buildings in order for me to place everything.
I dig. No problem. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'm going. Oh, is that it?
So we just need to keep getting more vultures.
Forces are under attack.
I don't care if that's just shooting at the high ground, that's fine.
Destination? Orders served. Absolutely. Yeah?
So we're gonna have to try and push out here and not lose too much. Let's see if we can do it.
Yeah, I'm going.
So what we want to do is get our army to cross this, to get down that bridge. This ramp here, this is the key. If we can take out this, if we can actually get our army down the ramp, we'll be fine. So now that we've got some tanks, we can siege a few up there, and hopefully not block everything off. My tank count is way lower than I wanted, and oh my god.
Insufficient rescuing gas.
I just now get vulture speed. Oh man, I don't know how many people at home noticed that I didn't get that upgrade. And if you did notice it, feel free to laugh at me in the comments of this video, if you decide to leave a comment. Even if you're just laughing at me, it's fine. The amount of mistakes you make in StarCraft is actually hilarious. Oh, this SCV is stuck and I don't have a dropship. He'll be there for a while, I have a feeling.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Now, I could theoretically move these tanks, but I want to have some defense at home. It's kind of weird how quiet it is on this front. They're just not attacking me at all. So I can build a couple turrets to cover myself here. Just do a nice slow push.
No problem.
I actually have some cover for the vultures.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so I got ion thrusters going. Actually, I'm gonna cancel that and build some more vultures.
Insufficient rescuing
That's why I wanted to cancel it.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, I dig. No problem. I dig.
No! No, the SCV, you have so much to live for. I can't even tell him to hold position, he's just gonna die.
Oh, is
I didn't want him to spread the irradiate to my other units, that was the goal.
something on your mind?
And my Goliath took exception to that irradiate, so...
Destination?
So we're gonna want to move these guys down here. Move what else we have down here.
What do you want? Yeah, I'm going. No problem. Oh, is that it? I dig. Yeah, I'm going.
Now we get out of there.
I dig. No problem.
Do not want to place mines on solar panels.
No problem. Yes, sir. Something on your mind? duty. Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir. Proceeding. Delighted to, sir.
I read you.
Orders, sir. Orders, sir.
Oh, that's actually sturdy. That siege tank's in cover.
Orders, sir.
It looks like I need a few more SCVs.
Orders, Captain.
Your forces are under
Orders
attack.
received. Affirmative.
Oh no. Are they just still irradiating my
Something on your mind?
my units there?
Systems functional.
Go ahead, Commander.
Acknowledged, HQ.
That's not good.
Destination.
I should be able to move these tanks just fine.
Delighted to, sir.
Channel open.
Okay, so this part of my line is a little weak.
All right. Bring
I
it
absolutely, definitely need more Goliaths.
Your forces are under attack.
on. Yes, sir. Ready to roll out.
So now we have the fun of trying to master multiple screens worth of units here and keep them reasonably well controlled.
Yeah, I'm going.
Spoiler alert, it's not that well controlled.
Reporting for duty.
There's so much more I need to do. Oh, you can't build on these solar panels? I forgot about that. These little things right there.
Target.
Channel open. Go ahead, TACOM.
Orders, Captain.
Destination. Identify target. Yes, sir. Destination. Delighted to, sir.
This is a pretty thorough line of tanks, though.
Sir.
Pretty thick line.
Yeah, I'm going.
Now, I'm laying mines over here. They're not going to hit the workers, because workers technically float, so do vultures, and if it floats, it will not trigger the mine. Or whatever.
Upgrade complete.
Whatever the fluff reason behind that is.
No problem. Yes, sir.
So now we can unsiege a few units here.
Forces are under attack.
Alright, so we got some more units here, send them out here.
To, sir.
So this is a pretty successful push, I'd say.
Proceeding. Destination. Identify target.
Add-on complete.
Moving. Yes, sir. Moving.
So we want a cluster of tanks, just keep edging forward.
Proceeding. Delighted to, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Nope, nope, oh, I saw that coming from a mile away, and I still let it happen.
I dig.
It just feels like there's so much to do in Brood War that you want to do stuff, but your hands just aren't moving quickly enough, so you're just kind of sitting there going, no, in slow motion, and you just watch it happen. You watch your units die, you watch yourself make the mistakes. And it's so gloriously terrible. Oh, I forgot one of my upgrades. That's, I would not recommend forgetting your upgrades. So, at least we can expand down here.
Target designated. Systems functional.
Yeah. Oh,
So that should have taken out most of their units.
sir. All right. Bring it on.
Reporting for duty.
So I got my Goliaths down there.
Just, sir. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
going.
there's a Wraith.
Your forces are under attack.
My entire army can't shoot up. No, what do I do?
Confirmed.
They're slowly going to kill off my siege tanks.
Your
Destination.
forces are under
I really
attack.
need to get Raynor out of my rally point.
Job finished.
Moving. Proceeding.
There we go. I forgot they had scan. Or I needed scan for that.
Your forces are under attack. Insufficient phosphine gas.
Go ahead, TACOM. Acknowledged.
Oh, I think I just stopped a nuke. I'm not sure how many attacks up here I stopped with mines, honestly.
What do you want?
It was probably quite a lot. Speaking of mines, I need to get back in the habit of laying more mines.
Yeah, I'm going. All right. Bring it on.
Because nothing stops attacks like a good old minefield.
No problem.
So, we've accomplished our objective here. We've taken out their basically the entire red base. I'm aware they still have production facilities over here, but I think that is their entire depot farm, and they just have nothing left to hit us with. So we're in a very good spot. We took out half of the computer. Okay, he's got minerals in his hand. We don't want that. We don't want him to build a refinery, because those minerals will just go to waste. That's 8 minerals you'll never get back, man. So we've got a pretty solid line here, and now that this push is mostly over, we can just start moving our back lines up. I might want to put more tanks on this ridge.
Something on your mind?
Roger that. Can't build there.
Build more turrets up there. Just fully cover ourselves.
Yeah?
Now, you see, the ion cannon, it's on an island. Like, I didn't really elaborate why you can't do direct attacks against the ion cannon too easily. I mean, yeah, I could probably kill it with a lot of bio if I wanted, but where's the fun in that? You could just drop a bunch of bio and the Marines would end up killing it, and, you know, you're sitting pretty. I really hate these production facilities where they are. I think I'll just move them. Because I've got this entire area here. I guess that's a good spot.
Upgrade complete.
I know this will cut off my production for quite a while, and that's kind of stupid to do, but I don't mind. I can screw around a little bit. I just really hate having my buildings squeezed in down there. It's just awful. It's absolutely awful. So now we just gotta... all these stray, random-ass units.
Reporting for duty. Orders received.
So this is pretty good coverage here.
Job finished. Yes, sir.
So once I get some turrets, I'll be pretty much fine.
Something on your mind? I'll reach you.
And I could probably build some units there. So the ion cannon, yes.
Yeah, I'm going.
Basically, the ion cannon has a ton of turrets, marines, ghosts, and a few battlecruisers defending it. The problem is, the amount of ghosts the computer has and the way the computer micros caster units in this game is actually kind of unfair. So, if you send in BCs, they'll all get locked down, and you'll just die. Really slowly and really painfully, because lockdown lasts for an entire minute of StarCraft time.
Yeah, I'm going.
Which is a long, long time. A few Marines can gun down a battlecruiser if the BC has been locked down.
No problem. Yeah, I'm going.
So, by the way, I hope anyone watching this can at least take away, other than I'm not good at this game, that... Why the...
Add-on complete.
That is not where I wanted to put that.
Identify target. Delighted to, sir.
Landing sequence interrupted.
There we go. So I could probably rally down here, rally down here, rally down here.
Yes, sir.
Could build some more factories.
Right away, sir. Orders, Captain.
Add-on complete.
Gotta make sure the feng shui of this base is acceptable.
Add-on complete.
Oh, I didn't even select a different SCV.
Orders received.
Add-on complete.
Me just wasting all my money on random-ass machine shops. Setting rally points is actually a lot of work. Apparently in competitive games, if you push past a Terran's rally point, they just lose sometimes if they're going bio.
Affirmative.
Because they have no way to...
Yes, sir.
They have no way to send their units at all. They just keep rallying, and when they have so many barracks, they just can't move them properly.
Upgrade
so they'll just
complete.
end up dying.
Job's finished.
Because their units will die when they pop out of the barracks.
Sir,
Ready to roll out.
job's finished. Job's
So yeah, we got 4 regular, plain old factories, and then 4 machine shop factories.
Yes, sir. Roger
Or
that.
we've got 3 regular and 4 machine shop.
Bring it on.
Which is good, because we actually have a gas count now, so
Ready to roll out.
we're about to max out too. Maxing out on mech is always a good feeling.
Online.
And I have the freedom to expand here and here. I think there's a gas geyser down around here. Yeah, there's a gas geyser over there. So let's see what we're up against now.
Bring it on.
This is the Nightmare base. This base is terrible.
Bring it on.
Look at all of those nuke silos. Well, it's all of those meaning 2, but
Roll out.
you know what I'm saying. So now we've got a starport down there. One thing I'm actually going to do is, for later on in the game,
Orders received.
I'm going to get some BCs.
Ready to roll out.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to assume that we will lose quite a few units pushing into white space, and in that process, now that we're maxed out, in that process, I have a feeling I can just remax on battlecruiser and use the battlecruisers to take out the base, because one important thing to note about AI is a lot of the time, if I push white, they're going to pull all their ghosts from here, so it'll be pretty much a naked base up there, and that's a lot easier to hit.
Identify
Insufficient
target.
phosphine gas.
Oh, right.
I read you.
I keep forgetting that the money you spend on structures or whatever doesn't actually get spent until you, until the structure is actually built.
Add-on complete.
It doesn't pre-pay for it or anything.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Oh, that's depleted. That explains a lot. So I'm probably going to want to take a gas-only base.
Job's finished. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Roger that.
Problem is, this might get punished. There's a very high chance that's going to get punished pretty hard. So what we'll do is we'll send 3 siege tanks over to here,
Proceeding.
Job's finished.
and I can build a turret, like, right here. It's pretty much protected by spider mines. Now, there is a chance that that is going to die.
Systems functional. Target.
I'm also really terrible at fixing my damaged mech units.
Something on your mind?
I should be fixing them, but I'm not.
Destination?
Yeah, these are gonna die.
Orders, sir. Proceeding.
Pull back!
Forces
Abort!
under attack.
Absolutely.
I read you.
I'm going to fix this, I promise.
Captain.
Yeah.
Channel open.
So now we've got a pretty insane group of units here.
Yes, sir. Destination.
So what we're going to want to do is... The problem is this bridge. We have to cross the bridge. That is how we win.
Destination.
Crossing a bridge is really, really hard in StarCraft 1. Not just because of the unit composition I chose to go, but because of unit AI and just how everything behaves, you know? Like, it's the AI and the hitboxes of the units and everything, and you name it.
What do you want?
It's really, really tough, so we're gonna slow push across there. Let's do supply to something.
Confirmed. Target designated.
How many times am I gonna have to tell these Goliaths to
Confirmed.
move over there?
Acknowledged HQ.
Like, what do I have to do?
I read you. Roger that. Right away, sir.
Something on
Either
your
way.
mind? Yes, sir. Delighted
So you
to
can
serve.
siege some of these tanks.
Orders, sir.
One thing I should do is get a vessel, actually. So get one vessel. We got our triple control tower going
Your
on.
forces are under attack.
Channel open.
What do you want?
Oh my god, stop!
Go ahead.
Goliaths, where are you? I don't even know where the rest of them are.
Destination.
I just see 4 Goliaths here.
Confirmed.
Oh, there's the other 3.
Comlink
This is what I mean.
Your forces are under attack.
And
Add-on complete.
wait,
Complete.
can I just...
Something on your mind?
Am I just not able to move here?
Systems
Oh boy. Here comes the noise.
Identify target.
Your forces are under attack.
Here it comes.
Yes, sir. Proceeding.
Your forces are under
Identify
attack.
target. Destination.
Channel open.
I need to get more Goliaths.
Yeah.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Your forces are under attack.
Yes, sir. I read you.
So let's send some SCVs out there.
After that. Right away, sir.
I need lots more SCVs.
Your forces are under attack.
SCV good to go, sir.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Destination.
I didn't want to push in quite yet,
Proceed.
because as you see, I didn't have my turret set up. I've got my vessel over here though.
Orders, sir. I read you, sir. No problem.
That actually threw me off completely because now I don't have an expansion still.
SCV good to
Your
go,
forces are under attack.
Oh boy,
Channel open. Target designated.
that's battle cruisers. That is multiple battle cruisers.
What do you want?
SCV good to go,
Destination.
sir.
Your forces are under
Go ahead,
attack.
TACOM. Confirmed. Target designated.
Hopefully these Goliaths will be smart enough to actually answer those BCs.
SCV good to go, sir.
What do you want?
Yes,
Oh
sir.
boy, they're going to be hitting us pretty hard, it looks like.
Received. Roger that.
So let's just resaturate here. Build plenty of turrets.
Right away, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders received.
Receiving.
Goliaths, where are you? I need you to kill these BCs.
Identify target.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders received. Roger that. Job's finished. Job's finished.
Yes, sir.
So, these siege tanks can move just fine,
Orders,
Proceed.
Captain. Roger that.
but apparently,
I can't build it. Something's in the way.
I don't know. I don't know why the Goliaths couldn't move.
Target. Proceed.
It makes no sense.
Identify
Your
target.
forces are under attack.
Orders, sir. Destination. Orders, sir. Destination. What do you want? Identify target.
Channel open.
Destination.
Yeah, these Goliaths are just bugging out, and it's so hard to control everything here.
Your forces are under attack.
What do you want?
Yes, sir. Orders received.
Let's see if this battlecruiser's stupid enough to let me just build stuff under it.
Under attack.
Yes,
Oh, are all my Goliaths dead over there? Really?
Base is under attack.
These are unupgraded Marines, so we'll see how they do. Okay, they don't need to do anything apparently.
I read you.
Oh my god, there's so many BCs.
Your forces are under
Goliath
attack.
online. Goliath online. Comlink online.
I need more Goliaths, because I don't know where all my others went. Oh god.
Go ahead, TACOM. Acknowledged HQ.
I thought I sent SCVs out there.
Yes, sir.
I could have sworn I sent SCVs with this army. But I apparently don't have any. I don't get
Your
it.
forces are under attack.
Goliath online. Goliath online.
There, that had better be enough Goliaths, I swear.
Destination. Orders, sir.
See, this is the risk. I lost a ton of units. A ton of units. And now we're not in that great of a spot. I'm trying to get my units out here to cross the bridge, but they keep harassing me with battlecruisers, and battlecruisers are pretty gross.
I read you. Right away, sir.
So you can just build another CC over there,
I read you. Reporting for duty.
and I can send a couple SCVs over to this gas geyser once it's finished.
Orders received. Roger that. Right away, sir.
Hopefully I can finish this soon.
Roger that.
I want to keep these SCVs clicked, that's the problem. Alright, now we're good. We're good.
Comlink online.
So I got more Goliaths. Okay, where are the SCVs? There, I've got 2 SCVs out here.
Right away, sir. Affirmative.
Build some turrets, build some turrets.
Ready to go, sir.
What do you want? No problem.
I guess I can poke in with these vultures just a little.
Yeah, I'm going.
It's unsettlingly quiet here.
Forces
Aha!
are under attack.
A BC. I prepared for this moment.
Confirmed.
I prepared for this. God, I wish I could get Goliath range. If only I could get Goliath range. I can't even support the BC transition that well. This reminds me of how, like, goddamn Goliaths are so clunky. Without the upgrades, they're actually just terrible if you can't get the upgrade for them.
Systems functional.
Oh wow, where did those come from? That was a pretty big hornet's nest of units I just stirred up. I need to do that a few more times so I can lure units into my waiting army.
No problem.
See if I can mine up the bridge a little bit.
Is that it? No problem. Oh, is that it?
See, this is when mech starts to become gross, because you just get really cost-effective engagements like that, where they send in units and the units don't do anything.
Identify target. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Delighted to, sir.
Now we just gotta sneak in here. It is actually really risky to move these tanks in like this. I'm probably gonna lose the front ones.
Orders, sir.
Or I could just not lose any tanks. I'm okay with that. So we'll slowly get some upgrades here for our BCs. Because why not upgrade BCs?
Yes, sir. Destination, sir. Proceed. Absolutely. What do you want?
So what we can do now is, since we're actually penetrating their base, I can start putting mines down, and once I actually give myself some space with these mines, I'll be able to use the vultures and the mines to cover my advance.
I dig. No problem. Yeah, I'm going. I dig.
See, ghosts aren't that effective when you're just sending all these vultures in.
Problem. Oh, is
I'm actually sieging their production facilities, which is important. You want to siege the Terran production.
Orders, Captain. Right away, sir.
So now we just want to build a few turrets here.
identify target?
I can't build it. Something's in the way. Report for duty. I can't build there.
Something on your mind?
Acknowledged HQ.
Research complete.
Target designated.
Can these Goliaths really not get across the bridge?
Destination? Proceed.
That's bad.
Yes, sir. Destination? Identify target. Delighted to, sir. Moving.
So yeah, we got a nice good spread of siege tanks here.
Systems functional.
I'm hoping they can get across now. Oh, maybe it's this tank that's stopping them.
Orders, sir. Orders, sir.
Was that it? Was that the one, the linchpin unit that was just stopping the advance?
Transmit orders.
Oh right, I even had the vessel for this express purpose to see units, so I don't have to worry about scanning as much.
I read you. Job finished.
Now I can just gun down other dropships. And other units are dying before they can even do anything. What's sad is I could have done this a lot better. I was just really sloppy. They don't even have any ghosts left to hit me with.
Acknowledged HQ. Aircon locked.
We're just in their base now.
Orders, sir.
Watch as I say obvious things for several more minutes as we pound them into submission.
Transmit orders. Destination.
Yeah, this push was unnecessarily slow, but I don't know, it's a lot of fun. I can do the bad manner tank pun mode advance where I don't siege them, but I'd rather siege them because it's faster to kill them.
Proceeding.
Orders received. I can't build that.
Something on your mind? I dig.
I think I just lost my own vulture to my siege tank splash.
Yeah, I'm going.
Upgrade complete.
Delighted to, sir.
So for anyone who's had trouble
Orders, sir.
with this map,
Delighted to, sir.
this is a very easy way to beat it. You just cheese them with mass mech units. Just build tons and tons of mech, and you'll kill them easily, no problem. So they just don't have anything left. I think they stripped all their ghosts from the ion cannon platform, so they pretty much can't answer anything. And this was the entire Terran base, by the way. This is everything on the map, for red and white. Notice how I almost never got attacked or nuked that game, because I took the fight to them, and it was just easy from there. And in a bizarro turn of events, we'll actually have too many minerals, or too much gas and not enough minerals to support BCs, at least for now.
Orders received.
Go ahead.
Do I have any more SCVs out here? Oh yeah, I do. I had several SCVs with this push. So now these units are basically done. I don't need to use them anymore unless I build dropships, but I don't really care to do that, so I'll just build some more battlecruisers. They're mighty expensive, but I don't know. I think it would be kind of cheating you guys if I didn't make BCs at least for part of it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's fair. You guys sit through hours and hours of me just meching over and over and over, which is probably really dull to watch. It might be hilarious the first time, but after like the 5th time you see me just spread mines and... Because look, I have vision of over half the map. Just because I just built a lot of mech units and, you know, left turrets and mines everywhere, so I've got this massive spread of units. And, like, I guess it kind of gets probably boring, so...
I read you.
The coolest unit,
Roger that.
at least in terms of pure badassery for Terran, is obviously the BC. So I've got to build BCs. I've got enough for another production cycle and a half of battlecruisers, so we'll build that. We'll start 3-3 on them, and then we'll go crush them. Because now that I have,
Excellent.
now that I've deleted their ability to make ghosts, even if they have ghosts left, they're gonna run out eventually.
Hailing frequencies open.
I may want to get a radiate once I start this next battlecruiser. Actually, first we'll... maybe we will be able to get a radiate. Just have to wait on the minerals to trickle in.
Yes, sir.
How long has that guy been there? Oh boy, that's embarrassing. He's probably been idle for about 6 years. And these siege tanks are just sitting there. That's what happens when F2 doesn't automatically select all of your units. But it's fine. It's totally fine. And we got 4,000 gas in that geyser. Oh boy.
Orders, sir.
See what I mean? Like, you've got these minerals here and this gas over here, and you need 2 command centers to saturate that correctly. That's just so annoying.
Upgrade complete.
Alright, so we've got 3-3 underway for our air, and once these finish, we'll move in and kill them. A radiate's good to have, just so I can hit ghosts with it, if there are any ghosts left. So let's see what we have up here. As I suspected,
Not enough energy.
absolutely nothing. This ion cannon is completely exposed. They have 2 dropships, it looks like,
Research complete.
and some science vessels. So that irradiate was a complete waste of money. Oh well.
Receiving
I've got 3 2 battlecruisers with +3 armor on the way.
Commander.
Looks like I'll have 8 BCs and a vessel, which is all I can afford with my meager supply cap. Oh geez, these are pretty rich mineral fields.
This is Jimmy.
I remember you get a few rich ones here too.
Reporting for duty.
They start you out with a generous amount of minerals on this map. They really do.
I can't build there. Roger that.
So these BCs are done.
Hailing frequencies open.
We have you on
Good day,
visual.
Commander.
Affirmative.
So let's just move in with these BCs and finish them off.
All crews
So I think one quick way to beat this map, though, as I said earlier, is probably if you can secure a landing here, you can sneak through all this way. There's very little resistance going up here. Like there's no static defenses or anything like that. And from there, you can just ferry a bunch of Marines over there, and if you have the detection, you can get through their science vessels. Oh no!
transmission.
Oh, I was gonna Yamato gun their, the ion cannon. I can't do that now. Because they just EMP'd my entire BC stack, and I stacked them up foolishly. Oh, man. I even researched Yamato gun and everything. It's gonna be so awesome. I just hit Y, and
Make it happen.
I just go Y-click on this, ion cannon, it just dies.
Your forces are under attack.
But
Take it slow.
he even EMP'd my vessel.
Engage.
This vessel is such a dick.
Set a course.
There we go.
Take it slow.
No more EMPs for you,
Set a course.
even though you're out of energy.
Engage. Make it happen. Set a course. Make it happen. Take it slow. Engage. Make it happen.
Yeah, it's not worth waiting for the energy to accumulate,
Make it happen.
unfortunately.
Take it slow.
May as well just take out the rest of these turrets. Actually, nah, screw
Take it
it.
slow.
We're gonna kill it. At least we can double Yamato.
Energy.
Can we? Oh, these guys don't even have enough mana to Yamato right now.
All crews report.
Tell you what, we'll be able to double Yamato that
Engage. Take it
once they
slow.
have enough energy to do so.
We have you on visual.
I could just theoretically AFK now and win, because this thing's gonna burn down at some point.
Good day, Commander. Set a course.
Alright, so those guys will Yamato that.
Good day, Commander.
I'll try and get a shot of it.
Set a course.
Here we go.
Transmit orders.
And this is the end of the Terran campaign, ladies and
Forces are
gentlemen.
under attack.
Oh, looks like I missed a turret. And now that we've handily defeated it, even though I bungled my push of the white base so poorly, still managed to easily crush it once I got my Goliaths to behave. With, like, all those doodads just completely screwed up Goliath pathing. It was gross. Marines don't have to worry about that too much, but what we're going to see now is, I would say, my favorite cinematic from StarCraft 1. I absolutely love this. If you haven't seen this, take the time to watch it. And with that, I'm going to be signing off, and I just want to thank everyone for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will see you for the Zerg campaign. 93 APM, whoa! 2 random Alpha Squadron units survived, and... oh, that's because of the add-ons. If you destroy a building before the its attached add-on, it doesn't count as one of their buildings anymore, it goes neutral. Little tidbit of information for you.
Fellow Terrans, I come to you in the wake of recent events to issue a call to reason. Let no human deny the perils of our time. While we battle one another, divided by the petty strife of our common history, the tide of a greater conflict is turning against us, threatening to destroy all that we have accomplished. It is time for us as nations and as individuals to set aside our long-standing feuds and unite. The tides of an unwinnable war are upon us, and we must seek refuge upon higher ground lest we be swept away by the flood. The Confederacy is no more. Whatever semblance of unity and protection it once provided is a phantom, a memory. With our enemies left unchecked, who will you turn to for protection? The devastation wrought by the alien invaders is self-evident. We have seen our homes and communities destroyed by the calculated blows of the Protoss. We have seen firsthand our friends and loved ones consumed by the nightmarish Zerg. Unprecedented and unimaginable though they may be, these are the signs of our time. The time has come, my fellow Terrans, to rally to a new banner. In unity lies strength. Already many of the dissident factions have joined us. Out of the many, we shall forge an indivisible whole, capitulating only to a single throne. And from that throne, I shall watch over you. From this day forward, let no human make war upon any other human. Let no Terran agency conspire against this new beginning, and let no man consort with alien powers. And to all the enemies of humanity, seek not to bar our way, for we shall win through, no matter the cost.
Now, before I sign off, two things I wanted to notice. For the first time I've ever seen, if you look at the bottom of the newsreel, there's a bunch of stocks, and one of the stocks listed is Acme. The other thing that I just realized is the severed hand cigarette is on fire in space, which is impossible, but there are explosions in space, and that's just kind of been a Star Wars thing that has persisted. Actually, I'm not sure if it was Star Trek that started it. It was probably Star Wars, because there technically can't be explosions in space, but anyway, really stupid, fourth wall breaking observations aside, that's it for this episode, and I'll see you next time.